I do want to apologize. You can hear that noise in the background. That's actually a generator running. Unfortunately, we had a microburst last night, a storm, and it knocked out some power. So we have the generator running in the garage back here, or the other side of the garage. So that is what you're hearing. So I'm going to try to, if I'm talking loud, it seems like it, is one, I'm a loud person, but two, I need to talk loud to go over the noise. So as I said before, I said I was going to be putting 50%, so that's 205, okay? I know it's not 50% of 405, it's actually 50% of 410, because that's my next goal. So anyways. So what I do here again is two sets of 5 with this. Chalk, double overhanding it. Again, it's good for the strength of your hands. One set of 5. So as you're doing it, try to keep your form clean, back strong, butt strong, leg strong, okay? And then you just roll it up. Use a little bit of momentum from your hip drive, okay? Try not to turn it into a high pull where you're standing straight up. Okay, try to keep the focus on this movement, okay? But don't be too strict with it either. Again, it's a power movement to just teach your body to move heavy weight in that position. Sorry, I said 2 sets of 5. I meant 3 sets of 5. So, like I said, I generally rest. I don't get too crazy, but 90 seconds or so. So this is done on the same day as the push-ups, even though this is a different video. Try to break it up into segments. But I do this on the same day because this is the workout that I would be doing together anyways. Even on the heavier, intense day, I go for the push-ups and back row. And then I do some accessories, which those are more of a stricter movement. Again, I don't get too crazy with the strict movement, but a little bit more. And you'll see on the day that I do that. So, anyways, I'm gonna do this next set. I don't care if it's 100 pounds, 200 pounds, 300 pounds. When I grab it with authority. I grab it as if I'm trying to squeeze metal juice out of it. So do that. Whatever it is you're doing. That's sending a signal to your brain, we're about to do work. As I said earlier in the other video about push-ups, treat everything as if it's like you're about to do it hardcore. Okay? Turn on that signal. Little things that I do. For me, I put the chalk on, clap my hands, I see that little poof of dust. That's kind of game mode. Let's do this. I'm grabbing this. Okay? I'm thinking squeezing metal juice out of this. Okay? Telling my brain we're doing work. If your hands are not in it, the rest of your body isn't in it. So, a little rant about that. All right, let's go to the next weight, which is 60%. Okay, so we're at 70% of 410 is 246 technically. So I was thinking go 245 because I didn't make 246. But you know what? Being who I am, why short myself a pound? I'm going to give myself an extra pound. So let me explain. These guys right here. Okay, use them. I actually got them at a local store, a local hardware store or place where they make different size bolts and washers. So these weigh a pound each, okay, and they fit on you perfect. So 245, 46, 47. Do you need to be that anal about it? Probably not, but if you can, why not? All right, so this one, 2 sets of 3. Alright. So, again, keep that grip nice and tight. For some people, this may be lightweight. They may be looking at this like that's Trump weight. To others, again, I always say this may be heavy. But make sure you're doing your level of strength. But don't cheat yourself by thinking you can't do it. And don't get discouraged by thinking, well, people do more than me. You know what? Do what you can do and give it all you got. Okay, last set of this, of the 245. Correction, 247. Good. All right, so let's go to our last set. 70%. Put that weight on. All right, so this is my last set with this exercise. My 70% of 410, which is technically 287. So I actually went to 290. Again, just push it up. Okay, but I do want to talk about grip. As I've been saying, grab this thing like you want to squeeze metal juice. But sometimes that still can be someone's limiting factor. Their hands may not just be strong enough to handle this kind of weight. So some people may be used to doing the, when they're deadlifting, the interlock, which keeps the bar from rolling out of your hands. But obviously you can't do that with this. You don't want to be doing a back row with hands like this. You want to keep it symmetrical. Again, you also don't want to be doing this with that kind of weight potential for a bicep tear. So you can use straps if you really have to, but I'm going to teach you a different method. Maybe you've seen it, because this was still, the straps are okay, but they kind of still diminish from you getting stronger with your hands. All right, so this is what I like to do. I don't need it for this weight yet. Some people may, but I'm going to show you how to do it both ways. If you're strong enough to pick up, of course, I try to do all my weights in this lighter day. When I get to my max lift is when I do what I'm about to show you, which is, again, it's not a secret, I'm sure you've seen it. It's called the hook grip. Okay, so the hook grip is different in the sense, normally you may pick up like this with your thumb on the outside, right? And it's easier for the weight to roll out of your hand that way, okay? But if you do a hook grip, where you put your thumb in here first, wrap your thumb, and then pretty much you're concentrating on these 2 fingers, 1 and 2. Not that these are not doing anything, but you're concentrating on this. Now that kind of locks that in there. So that really holds that weight really nice. Now the one side effect to that, if you're not used to it, right here, this part of your thumb starts to hurt, you know, more the skin, not so much the joint, but the skin, okay? But you'll build the callus up. And this has its limits, you know, you're not gonna be able to crank out a ton of reps like this. This is more for like maybe something 5 and under, okay? So you leave this for your heavy weights or your heavy reps where you're gonna be doing, like I said, 5 or under. Can you tough it out and do 10 reps, 15 reps with it? Of course. Again, but your hand is gonna feel it, or your thumb, okay? Some people even put tape, like surgical tape, that helps with that. But I say just get tough and get the callus. But let's say you don't wanna do that, or if you're a female, or just whatever, you don't want your hands to be that rough, you know, maybe you're a surgeon, whatever, you can put the tape. All right, so let's show you the two different ways. I'll do it in action. So the first time is going to be the regular grip. Whatever, a moment. Now the next one is going to be the hook grip, just to show you it in action, okay? So I'm going to come up closer, maybe to this side, Mike, that way they can see the thumb. So again, this is what I do when I'm doing my heavy deadlifts or even the heavy back row. So again, I'm putting my thumb in there first, just grabbing it, okay? So now when you do this, it won't slip out of your hand. Like, it doesn't want to roll as much. You'll feel it, but your thumb is locking it in. All right, so. So you see how you can still do both. You can definitely do both versions. I do advocate, do the double overhand with the thumb on the outside for as long as you can. For as heavy as you can get, I mean, okay? When you get to the point where you can't control that, the bar is gonna, even with the deadlifts, back row, that's mainly where you're gonna fall into these problems. Do as much weight as you can, double overhand like this, okay? But when you get to the point where it's rolling out of your fingers, don't think alternate grip. Try to start thinking keeping this way, but go with the hook grip, okay? It's just another option. If you absolutely have to do this, the alternate grip, or use straps, nothing really wrong with it, okay? But this is, I do believe, better, okay? Just overall crossover to strength. It does build up the strength of your thumb, does get your hand stronger. Those other ways, the alternate grip is probably the next best version. You're still getting the power of your hand to do the work. But the straps, again, they're probably the least of it. But if you got to do it, do it. I mean, obviously you got guys pulling 1,000 pounds plus, you know, with a deadlift, and I'm not calling them weak-handed. They're not, you know. So the straps are there, but I still think it's better to get used to that hook grip. All right. So as always, thanks for joining me. I'm sorry about the noise, but don't forget to like and subscribe. Hopefully the next video there's no noise. There shouldn't be. So until next time, stay strong and have a good workout.